It's the country's #1 RVing radio show, sponsored by RVTravel.com, with your host, Alan Warren, the RV Wingman.
We are back with our good friend and great RV dealer from RV Station, Mr. Cannon Combs. What's happening, Cannon?
Not much, man. How are you guys over there?
Well, we're doing great. I was in this commercial break, and I started on a subject, and all of a sudden I hear the music, so that's what you get with live radio. All right, so last week, you probably don't even remember this, but you started off with a story about your son saying, he got me. It was
Dude,
so...
I keep hearing that. I have had a lot of people reach out to me with text saying, he got me. And everybody's they're all circling back to, of course, that's how I would act, just like the wife. And
so okay, so
we're rolling around like I was dead. But these kids, man, I got to tell you, they're a handful. Today, this is crazy. So my 13-year-old daughter goes to a performing arts school, and she's studying ballet and voice and singing. And a couple of years ago, man, she would walk around this house singing, and it was just like punch me in the face. My ears are bleeding. Stop it.
She's not listening to you right now, is she?
No, she probably is, actually, because she knows. But she's worked so hard, and now she can absolutely sing like an angel. Well, she started now, and she's not good at dance. But I'm like, babe, you couldn't sing 2 years ago, and now you're awesome. She just, she won a good scholarship to go to New York City to train with some people. She's
Wow.
really talented. She's been working on some ballet stuff. Well, I walked in the back room on Sunday, and she had all 4 boys lined up like they were on one of those bars you see. They're holding on the wall, and they're doing side kicks.
These are your
like
5 sons? These
are my 4 sons.
4
My
sons, and
daughter has she's literally, and I'm like, babe, I think you got this wrong. Because my kids are obviously athletes. But
they take after their dad, of course.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Mom's like, leave them alone. Herschel Walker took a lot of ballet, so maybe it'll be good for their golf swings. But yeah, she had them all lined up, and today actually they were making some films and videoing them for me of the little boys trying to do ballet. It's funny watching a 4-year-old. Man, I hate to say this, but with a head that's about as big as his body, try to do ballet, because it just kicks him off balance, and watching him tumble over kind of like a weeble wobble is quite funny. It's funny, but I love it, man. I love these kids. I love that they're working together. It's all pretty cool stuff to watch.
Yeah, you know what? I love your stories. Folks, Cannon is the owner of our absolute favorite RV, our new RV dealership in Texas. He's also a very involved dad, as you can hear, and he's an actual RVer. So if you hear Cannon here on the show, you're going to get a good feel why his 7 Texas dealerships are. I think y'all are killing it when most other dealers are kind of weighed down for the year. I think it's because, well, you know what? It's all about the people. I think it's all about the people, Cannon.
We like building relationships. We're a long-term dealership looking at the marathon. We don't want to just sell you one time. So we focus big time on making sure that we give you 5-star service after the sale. I mean, we want it to be fun. We want you to come. We want to make you laugh. We want to get to know you. We don't want it to be like a car buying experience, where you go in and you're doing 4 squares. We make it super simple. But the big thing is the focus after the sale. We're really big on focusing on service after the sale. And if don't take it from me though. I mean, you read our reviews and see people. People
they love you.
Talk very highly of us, and we're just going to keep doing that. But we also don't sell a ton of some of RVs like some of the bigger dealers in bigger metroplexes. But I think we will be soon. I think we're going to come around and start selling more of those customers. They're starting to come out of the big cities and come out into the B markets.
And you call them B markets, but truthfully, the rent, the cost of you doing business, because your stores, with the exception of the Katy, Texas store, just on the outskirts of Houston, They're in
Right.
these B markets, but they're close to the A markets. But the real estate prices are much lower in the smaller markets, and I think there's a better
Yeah.
feel. I mean, it's just a different feel than the big city.
You know, our overhead is so much less out there. The dollar per square foot is less, and so you know, a lot. I mean, even other dealers ask me, well, how do you find yourself servicing these customers so well? And it's because we put our money into that part of the business. You know, we do have lower overhead, so we can absolutely spend more money and kind of go over the top on service. When a manufacturer, which most of them do, but when they don't want to pay for something to fix something, they don't think it's right, RV Station picks it up. Where do we pick it up? On the lower overhead. So, you know, I mean, we got some big Taj Mahals too. Taj Mahals are nice. They're cheaper out in the B markets than they are in the A markets, just because the land is so much cheaper. But that's kind of what we're going to stick to. Our pedigree is service after the sale, and we're just going to keep doing it.
All right, so Wednesday, June the 12th is your next RV education class, and this is an opportunity for folks who are either newbies, they're thinking about buying their first RV, or even, you know, they just want to kind of bone up on how everything works in their RV. They can come and join you at RV Station for a fun evening.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing RV Basics Part 2, and we've talked about this. We feel like RV Basics can go on and on and on. But, you know, one of the things we're going to try to talk about this coming Wednesday is, you know, what happens to your RV when it's been sitting there. You know, down in Texas, we can RV for pretty much 12 months, but a lot of people don't, and they sit through the winter and they sit through some of the summer. So we're going to kind of want to educate everybody on, look, you know, there's things you got to do, you know, checking tires. There's a lot of things, believe it or not, tires is crazy, Alan, because, you know, there's a lot of things you can go through A through Z to check on your tires, tire pressure, tire conditions, how the wear is. You know, it's like a car. You got to kind of get up under your RV and look at your tires. There's a lot of things we could talk about with just tires, but that's just the tip of the iceberg of what to look for when you're pulling your RV out of storage to get it ready. And that's kind of the beef of kind of RV Basics too, is what do we do now that we've pulled it out of storage? What's the next step?
You know, let me jump in. I've had the literally the industry's leading tire authority on the show, and he says that most tire blowouts are not because of the tire. He believes that the RVer is responsible for them, but most RVers don't even know. They don't know how to check them. So something like you said, tires, it's so basic but so important. I think it's sort of like a driver's ed class. When we learned to drive cars, we had to take it. I think taking an RV ed class is just common sense to me, and y'all do a great job doing them.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of want to educate the RVer on what our responsibility is as a dealer, or from the manufacturer's standpoint, or what the RV's responsibility is. The RVers, you know, they got to take some initiative too, just like the first RV class of getting up on the roof and maintaining it. Same thing with tires. You know, what are you responsible for? There's so many things that people don't understand, and that's what these classes are all about. Sure, they're fun, but they're very educational. We're getting a lot of great feedback from our customers, and even people that haven't bought from us, our non-customers just coming in. So they like the education, they like the camaraderie, they like the fun. It's a good night. So we're just going to keep pressing on.
All right. Well, that's Wednesday at 6 p.m. All 7 of your Texas locations at RV Station. We got to jump right now, Cannon, but you have a great weekend. We'll talk soon, okay?
Have a great weekend, Alan.
All right,
thanks
much.
Tell the daughter and Goose hi.
I will. Thank you much. Folks, Cannon Combs is a good man, a really good man. He's the kind of leader that a winning team needs. And if you are interested in buying a new RV, I hope you'll check him out at rvstation.com. If you'd like to RSVP for the RV Ed class coming up on June 12th, that's Wednesday night, you can reserve your seats at The RV Show USA. It'll take you a few seconds to do. The RV Show USA. Boy, does the time fly. Yeah.
It does. It is crazy because once we get going, it's like a rocket ship. Going back to Cannon for a second, I want to say he is so cool because I have to think that he's the kind of person that young people are looking for when they want to buy the right RV.
Young people, all people, I think. I think all people want to do business with somebody like RV Station.
I know, but I'm just thinking about the millennials and young people. But you are right. Absolutely right.
All right, so next hour, it's an exclusive interview, the first live interview with Greg Gerber since his decision to close down RV Daily Report. You will not want to miss it. Until then, for those listening to our station affiliates, we'll be signing off right now. Thanks for being with us. Thanks to Mark and Julie Bennett with RV Love, to Diana with PPL Motorhomes, Cannon Combs, of course, and to each and everybody who has become a part of our growing family. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Goose, let's get.
The